Hi, I'm Phyllis from southernfrugal.com. I have had requests several times, really in the past few months, people asking me what kind of vitamin, if we take vitamins, and if so, what kind do we take? So I wanted to just wait and just do a little video on what we take and why we take it. So we're in the foyer because we've got a neighbor who's cutting trees 2 doors down, and it's really, really loud. He's also grinding limbs up down there, I think. But anyway, we'll go ahead and start right out with a multiple vitamin. Now, this is the one I take, just a regular multiple vitamin, and it's for seniors over 50. Mr. Bucky takes this one for men, and he actually takes the one that's got some iron in it just because of the little episode he had with the food poisoning, and so his hemoglobin got low during that time, so the doctor wanted him to take a multivitamin that had some iron in it. So he'll be taking these for a while, and then he'll go back to taking the kind for regular seniors like me. All right, so that's a multivitamin. Now, the other thing that Mr. Bucky takes, I'll just go over that first. He takes the fish oil. Now, the understanding of fish oil is still out. They don't know for sure. So Mr. Bucky takes the fish oil every morning, and he actually takes 3 of them, which is the, I don't know what the dosage is here. Serving size 1. Well, his doctor wanted him to take 3 just because of his age, and I was taking them for a while, but I finally stopped because they were kind of giving me a bad taste in my mouth. But anyway, he takes these every day, 3 of them, and let's see if it tells you. Well, it actually says 3 per day on there. So he takes that, and the other thing that he takes that I don't take is the saw Palmetto, and this is for prostate health for men, and women don't really take this, but men take it. So anyway, his doctor also takes this. So somehow it helps them with urine flow or something like that when men get older, and it's to do with their prostate gland. Apparently it enlarges when they get a little older or something. I don't know. This is, men take this, so, but not women. All right, so those are the ones he takes that I don't take. Now, we take Osteobiflex, and there have been all kinds of studies, and they say this doesn't work. That's what they say. But I'll have to tell you, Mr. Bucky and I have been taking the Osteobiflex, I was trying to think a while ago, at least 20-some years, and we take 2 a day, and it's expensive because I think a bottle is like, I don't know, I'm trying to remember. I usually get the bottle that's a 2-pack is the cheapest way, and if you have a coupon, it really works well. But anyway, we've been taking them, I think, at least 20 years, maybe longer, and I'll have to tell you, neither one of us have any problem with our knees. And that's usually what you see, even, I guess, starting at about age 50, you start seeing people who have problems with their knees, problems walking, and a lot of them have to get knee replacements. So, I mean, I'm 69, he's almost 76, and neither one of us, we've got our own knees, and we don't have any problem with our knees. So that's why we take it, even though tests show that it really doesn't work, but it must work because we don't have any problem, or something's working. So we just take them anyway, and it's not going to hurt you, so just take them anyway. And this does contain glucosamine and chondroitin, and it also contains some other stuff that would be helpful. So anyway, we take that. And this next one, back in the 70s, this was called the youth vitamin. And the reason I started taking it, I actually started taking vitamin E several years before I met Mr. Bucky, because I worked with this girl that had a heart problem, and she was our receptionist, and she's just full of life and all bubbly and everything, real pretty girl. And come to find out, she was a lot older than we thought she was. And when she said, I mean, we thought she was like early 20s, like 21, 22. And she said, no, I'm 29 years old. And we said, what? We could not believe it. She just was so full of life. But it turned out she had a congenital heart problem, and her heart doctor had told her to take 1,000 international units of vitamin E every single day, and that's what she did. And so, we started checking on vitamin E and found out they call it the youth vitamin. So anyway, Mr. Bucky and I take 2 of these every day. Now, the government says the right dosage, or whoever regulates it says the right dosage is 400 international units, but we take 2. Our doctor says it can't hurt you, so maybe it helps. So anyway, we take 2 of these. All right, now, vision formula, and you'll notice that when I get the Equate brand or whatever, because number one, in Walmart, they have a real big turnover of vitamins. If you ever go in Walmart and want to buy vitamins, if you ever notice, when you get on that aisle, it's always crowded. In fact, the best thing to do is leave your cart at the end of the aisle and walk down, because, or at least in our Walmart, there are always a lot of people there, and they're usually older people. So anyway, the vision formula, and I had, to begin with, tried the name brand. I don't even remember what it is now, but then we just started getting the cheaper one, which, because it's coming from Walmart, and I know they do a lot of testing, I figure this is just as good and much less money. But anyway, it contains some things that we know, for sure will help your eyes, and I'm just trying to see what that was. I remembered it before. Let me see. Lutein, and that last one that I can't pronounce. The lutein, for sure, tests have shown that really helps your eyes. So Mr. Bucky does wear reading glasses, but I don't wear reading glasses. But I do wear glasses when I drive to be able to see an interstate sign from a very long distance. But other than that, I don't wear glasses either. And I certainly don't wear reading glasses. But anyway, my ophthalmologist says this is not the reason. And so we just take them anyway. It's not going to hurt you, so it might help. Who knows? They don't really know enough about it to know if it really works. So that's the story on that. And now we all know that we need calcium. Now, men and women need calcium when they get older. Men probably not as much as women, but we definitely need it. Now, I go ahead and take this one because I couldn't find any generic brand or whatever. And so I went ahead with this one. Now, it's got the D3 in it. Now, I want to just say something about the D3 for a minute, because we also take 2 of these. And you see, 2,000 international units. We take 2 of them. That gives us 4,000. And then in this, let's see how many it's got, 500. So we're taking 2,500 international units of vitamin D3. And there's a good reason for that, because your daily need is probably more like 5,000. So they're doing all kinds of studies, and have been for a number of years, on D3 and what it does. So y'all might want to, look that up. There's a doctor that's got a video that's probably an hour long on the internet, which would be real good for you to watch that, because it seems that D3 helps with a lot of things to do with your body, almost every cell of your body. And it can't hurt you, unless you took the whole bottle at one time. But your body needs, I think they said, over 5,000 international units a day. Now, you do get vitamin D from the sun, but the problem is you would have to be out there sort of in the middle of the day and stay out there a certain length of time, and you really can't have on suntan lotion or sunscreen, because if you do, the sun isn't going to work for you to make vitamin D. Now, your skin, I think, is where it's made. But anyway, so especially now people up north and people during the wintertime, you definitely need D3. But of course, you need to check with your doctor And now our doctor certainly knows, you have to list all the vitamins you take. And we've discussed vitamins and minerals at length with him, and we don't take anything that he hadn't approved of, okay? So, if you're older, you're going to have to take that little vitamin. I mean, if you go, I remember when Mr. Bucky had to go to the hospital with the food poisoning, first thing they did is bring him an aspirin, and I think they charged us $17 for that one aspirin. Yeah, and it wasn't a baby aspirin, it was a whole aspirin. They just do that because they want to make sure that you're not having a heart attack or something, and they know if they get the aspirin in you, that you've got a better chance with any kind of heart problem like that. So anyway, we take a baby aspirin every single morning. Now, magnesium. Now, magnesium and potassium work together in your body, and especially in your heart, and they control the amount of, let me find it here. They control the amount of calcium that gets into cells. Now, we're talking about heart cells now. And so what magnesium does, and y'all, this is just an overview, okay? I mean, there's a lot more detail that you would need to know on all this. But the magnesium works as a guard just like the potassium does. And on your cells, so that your cells don't get too much calcium in them. So we take magnesium every day. I take 2, and Mr. Bucky just takes 1. Now, the recommended dose, I'm trying to see, this is 3 tablets a day. And but Mr. Bucky only takes 1, I take 2, and that's it. All right, I've got to go sneeze. I'll be right back. Okay, I got my sneezing over with. Okay, I about forgot where I was. Oh, about the magnesium. Now, the magnesium, works really good. It also helps give you energy, and it's, really to do with muscles and that kind of thing. So that's really why we take this. Now, we do not take, let me find it here. We do not take potassium. And I bought these because I thought, taking a small one. Hey, I'm sorry, the dogs are in here. Y'all get on back in there. Go, go. No playtime now. Go, go. They're like, you see them? Come on, go. 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 There they go. Kathy, you go too. Go on, go. There they go. Okay, no playtime now. Mr. Bucky's not here. When the foyer doors open, they think it's playtime, and of course I'm having to sit in the foyer because they're doing those trees a couple of doors down. But when the doors open, they think it's playtime, and so they start coming in here. I did put all the toys up so we wouldn't be interrupted, really. All right, so back to the potassium. Now, potassium, the government regulates this, and they will not let any vitamin company put over 99, I guess it's micrograms, in any capsule. So this one, it says 595, but the thing it's got in it is 595 potassium gluconate, and I guess that's different. I haven't, checked this one out. But if you've watched many of the videos, you know that we pretty much put 2 bananas in our smoothies every single morning. And of course you're going to get potassium from like cantaloupe, and I think the highest of the melons would be honeydew. And you get a lot from your diet. Well, I think part of the reason that the government regulates this is because, like, if a little child got a hold of a bottle of these and ate them, it would kill them. I mean, it's very poisonous to get too much, so we do not take this. Now, I bought these, and we went to the doctor, and he said, no, do not take this, so we're not taking it. But anyway, I've still got the bottle in there. All right, so now the last one, and the one I think that helps so much with energy, is B12. And now if you're a vegan, you know you need to take B12, right? Now, I'll just tell you what little bit I know about B12, and I'm certainly not an expert. And we do get the time released. Now, my mother, they diagnosed my mother years ago with pernicious anemia. And that meant that she didn't really have enough B12 or hardly any. So she would have to go to the doctor twice a week and get B12 shots so that she would have energy. But anyway, it's not going to hurt you. I mean, it certainly hadn't hurt us all these years we've been taking it. And you'll find that it's going to give you energy. Now, we do not take the B complex vitamins, and the reason we don't is because your regular vitamins have those in them anyway. And we did try the B complex before. They're the ones that are a real rich golden color. I think they're always pretty much that color. And Mr. Bucky, he said it made him giddy. And what it did for me is I would get on these work projects, and 1 o'clock in the morning I'm still going at it. And I had a little trouble going to sleep, and it really kind of made me hyper. I got a lot done, but I don't think that's good for you. So we don't take the B complex. Now, I know a lot of people do, and they don't have any problem with them, but both of us had a little problem with the B complex. Even though the doctor said it was okay, they didn't quite do us right, let's put it that way. So we didn't take those. So anyway, these are the vitamins and minerals that we take. We take them every day, and we've been taking them a very long time. And here's the thing. When we noticed a big difference in the way we felt and our energy level was when we started doing the green smoothies back this past December. And I think that just kind of shows that, wonder how much of these vitamins you actually absorb. Now, we always take ours in the morning with the smoothie. And I know that you need to take most vitamins and minerals with food. They're absorbed a lot better. And certainly with calcium, you really need to take, I'm sitting in a straight back chair here. This is a little uncomfortable. Anyway, you definitely would probably be better off taking all your vitamins with food. Now, when we first started taking vitamins, years and years ago, Mr. Bucky would take them with his coffee. And, you know, the coffee and even the creamer doesn't have that much in it to help you absorb your vitamins. So I would suggest, if you eat cereal for breakfast or whatever you do for breakfast, when you take your vitamins, take them with food so that the carbohydrates in what you eat can carry the vitamins into your cells. All right, so I've got one more thing, and this is not really a vitamin, but I wanted to just tell you this because it's to do with zinc. This is what we use. It's baby powder, and this baby powder has cornstarch, not talc, but cornstarch. And what it has in it, I'll show you. You see the zinc there? Now, what the zinc does is it says zinc oxide 15%. So, especially in the summertime, if you're like out mowing the lawn or working outside and you get really hot and you're sweaty, any place where your skin meets other skin, we'll put it that way, like around your legs, even on your chest and anywhere. If you have baby powder or some kind of powder that's got zinc in it, you want to get those little, I used to call them little heat bumps, because they really look like little heat bumps that babies have. Now, that's why they use the powder on babies, because they always have real big folds under their neck and under their arms and even their legs, like behind their knees and all. And when your babies are little, you put powder on them to keep them from getting, I guess they would call it a heat rash. Well, this works for grown-ups too. And I use this kind just because I think it smells really good. And apparently a lot of other people use it too, because every time I'm about to be out of it and I go to Walmart, it's not there. And I have to go somewhere else and search for it. So this past time, I was happened to be on that aisle where this is located, and I think it was in with the baby supply thing. And I just bought 3 of them. I mean, I'm tired of not being able to find it. But again, it's the kind with cornstarch, not talc, but cornstarch, and it has zinc in it. And of course, it also has, let me see, I don't know how to say that, kaolin, 4%, I don't know what that is. But anyway, it definitely works. And of course, the zinc, it can be absorbed through your skin, which is fine. And Mr. Bucky uses it on his feet because he won't ever wear sandals. He says men don't wear sandals. I guess he grew up like that, but he won't wear a pair of sandals for nothing or a pair of flip-flops. So all summer long, he's got on shoes and socks. When he mows the lawn, shoes and socks. So he uses this on his feet a little bit after he takes a shower at night. So anyway, that's it. We don't do anything, I don't think, out of the ordinary that most people don't do. And how do I know that? Because when I go to get our vitamins in Walmart, there are always a bunch of older people there getting this, that, and the other. Now, a word of caution, we don't take anything that the doctor doesn't know about, not one thing. And you hear stories about people who, like, say they understood, oh, B12 will give me energy, and they'll take, 5 or 6 of them at one time. That's just not the way to take vitamins. You have to read the directions on it and do your research online and find out what these vitamins do for you. And the only one that we take, and the one that I showed you I would caution you about, is this one. You need a lot more potassium than 99 milligrams, but you don't know how much you're getting in your food, and that's really the best way to get potassium. Just get it in your food, and you could find that online. Avocados have potassium, bananas, and I think the thing that has probably more than you would expect would be the honeydew melons. And now I don't particularly care for honeydew melons, but I've eaten them before, knowing that they have a lot of potassium in them. And also avocados have a lot of potassium. So, if you have muscle cramps, you're probably needing potassium. And best way to get that is in your food. Bananas, melons, avocados, and you can find potassium in a lot of things. So anyway, that's it. I hope that sort of answers y'all's questions on what we take. Now, when you first start, if you've never taken vitamins and you first start taking them, you're probably going to notice you have more energy. And the other thing you might notice is you have trouble going to sleep at night. So best to take them first thing in the morning with whatever you're eating for breakfast. And anyway, I'm not really trying to give you advice on vitamins. I'm just telling you what we do. And I think most older Americans now definitely take vitamins. And certainly women need to take calcium. Certainly older women need to take calcium and hopefully prevent some broken bones. And you do need to make sure it's got vitamin D3 in it, or either take a separate supplement with D3 in it for bone health and all. All right, that's it. We didn't get interrupted except by my sneeze and the dogs a little bit. So anyway, we'll see y'all next time.